All right, going to get things going with the flag parade tonight. Looks like Hannah the Hurricane carrying the flag for us tonight. In her brand new, is it Dirt Addiction? She's got a brand new team, Dirt Addiction. Motos are posted, but we lost the internet for a minute, so we got a bit of a delay on printing the rest of them. So we'll do flag parade, and then we'll go racing as quick as we can get those motos printed. So if you're able, please stand and remove your hats. And hit your key fob. Thank you, racers. Like I said, a little bit of a delay on getting the rest of those motos printed. We'll get them out as quick as we can. Lots of BMX going on in the immediate area after tonight's race here at East Moline BMX Speedway. Tomorrow up in Rockford, the old school show, and I believe the inaugural, I shouldn't have never tried to say that word, the first ever get together for the Illinois BMX Hall of Fame. So that should be exciting. I'm sure you'll see some locals up there. If you want to go up there and see the kind of bikes that Kenny Ellison and Bob Burwell and me and Paul, the kind of bikes we started on 40-some years ago, there'll be a ton of them up there. That's the biggest old school BMX show in the Midwest. And it's also state championship weekend in Des Moines for all you Iowa racers. So if you want to just race, head out that way. Chasing your plate. I wish you good luck. And like I said, we'll get started here as quick as we can. All right, looks like I can get things going tonight with Moto 1. That's a great place to start, the first Moto. Balance bikes. Looking at Powell, Cooper, and Hacker, Moto 1. So if you're ready to go, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. I think that's the Wild Child out in front of that one, I do believe. Dad, you want to give me thumbs up there? Hacker on the 1. Cooper and Powell, not necessarily in that order. Holy cow. Another moto of balance bikes. Cooper, Duncan, and Cooper, the return of the Coopers. I never learned, are those kids twins? They are. All right, cool. And Georgia Duncan in there with Cooper. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. I think that's the Coopers out front. Duncan getting the free ride back there. Skimming through the motos here. I just looked at my moto. 15 to 60 cruiser. Won't that be fun? All right, Cooper's across the line. Duncan making her way over there. Moto 3 going to be 910 open class. The Nuge, Danger Deacon Reeves, Frazier, and the Flying Squirrel. Sophie, is it cold enough to wear socks tonight? You have socks on? All right, it's that cold. It's so cold, Sophie McBroom wore socks. Okay, goes down, Moto 3, 9 and 10-year-old open class. Looks like Reeves sporting the Team Iowa jersey tonight. Reeves on the 1. Two spot going to the 63 ride. That's the Nuge out of Naples, Florida. Frazier and then Sophie McBroom on the 4. Like I said, that's 9-10 open. Well, it can't be 9-10 open because Deke's like 7, so it's 7 to 10 open. Got a few mixed up classes tonight. Some of our locals playing football. I have no idea why. 26 motos of BMX coming at you tonight. Right now, Moto 4, 13-14 open class. AA topside ride. Hanley, McGee, Mara, and Miller in there with them. AA on the 1, Mason Mara on the 2, going to be Hanley. Hanley, McGee, and Miller rounding that one out. Looks like these guys taking it easy out there. On to cruiser action. Sophie McBroom catching her breath. She's doing almost back-to-back motos tonight. As AA takes the win in Moto 4. Moto 5 is going to be, let's look at the ages here. It's like 8 to 14 cruiser. Ooh, Jaybird loses a pedal out of the gate. Hearst out good. Cora the Explorer on her outside elbow, and then McBroom hanging on to the 4. Cora diving down low, trying to get around Hearst. Jaybird back on the pedals. She's shopping the inside now. She gets by Cora the Explorer. Can she catch the Demon, or did she give her too much? She's making up some good ground considering she's spinning something big time out there. Could use a tooth up front there, Kurt. Oh, look at that to the line. Jaybird picking the pocket. Mason Eddy, Arionyx, Natasha B, and Baby Metal making up a Moto 6. 17 and over ladies cruisers. I'm in 3. I'll be right down.
Cruiser on the track, Vinny Meatballs, whole shot. Double D, Dane Dimmer. Dimmer getting ready to go to Iowa tomorrow, I think. Race some BMX. Iowa State Championship Sunday in Des Moines at 80-35. Vinny just slipped a pedal big time. Something happened. Dane getting by. Dex, Ike in the 3. I don't exactly know what happened. But he's back on the gas. Moto 7. Maybe just slipped a pedal. Scrowther, Johnson, and Helke in the first turn. Helke right now. Scrowther all over him. Helke, the stinger up front. Scrowther and Griffin Beef Johnson. Nice pop by Woolwind. Pretty solid gate start out of that guy. Second place ride, Bob B, Mike Burke. Joel O'Malley and Shane, Big Wheel Voisine. Woolwind checking out. Five and under right here. Stifle, the veteran, bombing on out from 1 to 6. But check out Sawyer and Deegan Duncan. These guys, Sawyer learned how to ride the track last night. Duncan learned just a couple days ago. Duncan going to get some help from the pit crew. Sawyer in the 2 spot. Stifle checking out. Stifle out of the gate. He's a looker. He'll look over at you. He'll mean mug you. Deegan right now riding his dad's old bike from a long time ago. Pretty cool to see him lapping that bike. I think it's probably been 25, 27 years since that bike's been in an actual race. That's pretty cool. And my daughter's front wheel happens to be on that bike right now, loaned out, so even cooler. Duncan bringing it home, getting used to the big bike. Kenny, that's got those groupie pedals and the wheel. Yep. Around the first turn, Hacker. Hacker up front right now. Hacker looking fast. Second place ride. That's also my kid's old bike from way back. Deskamp's in the 4. Frazier in the 3. That means Thompson's in the 2. Hacker. I don't know. It seems like Hacker's made some adjustments to the bike to make it faster. I don't know what, but it seems like whatever he did worked. Coming around the mountain right now, Van Zuten, Brindley Zimmerman, Frazier in there. Everly Carmichael. Everly Carmichael is in her first BMX race ever. Ever. She Loaned a bike tonight, got a loaner and got a helmet, and she's in a race. Nice race for first. Van Zuden's got heat. Zimmerman coming on. Not going to have time to catch him. That was Moto 12. 26 motos at this local race tonight. Oh, could be Nitro leading this one around the first turn. Bentley Thompson tapping true the double T on the 009. Let's figure out who that is. He's in the 3 spot. I'm just going to call him T2. Gross up front. We just call him Nitro. He is enjoying the clean air in the front position. Thompson for 2 and T2 in the 3. That is how they're going.
14 out of the gate, 3 wide at the stripe. Going to be Mara, Shady, and Carmichael. Ooh, somebody railing that first turn. Paper plate ride. Oh, man, Sky in that table. I think that's Carmichael. Shady and Mara in there going, Mara hanging on to the 2. He just looked over the wrong elbow. As Kepler taking that in for the win. Moto 14, Moto 15, PJ, Ike, and Beck. You see the back of PJ's jersey? Edwards on the 1 and not turn number 1. Oh, golly. Getting sideways crookedy out there. It's a smiley face with X's. What does that mean? I don't know. It's got X's for the eyes and then a smile. Weird. It is. PJ on the 1. We were just talking about his jersey up here on the flight deck. I have to check that thing out. It looks like a Blink 182 album cover. Ince and then Camry Ike. Rounding that one out. Probably biggest moto of the night. Ike, Zimmerman, DeMink, McBroom, Reeves, Jones. 8 intermediate. Looks like DeMink on the top side of this one. Holy cow, look at the cheering section down there in turn 1. I don't know who their rider is, but they just got the boost of the day. 68 going to be the outlaw, Fisher Jones. Oh, somebody. Ike working DeMink out of turn 2. Nice. Sophie McBroom hanging on out there in the 5 spot. 6 spot, going to be Brody Zimmerman. Rex getting back in there. Oh, boy, drag racing for 3 and 4 down that last straightaway. Oh, man, side by side, double-deck action right there. Nice. McGee, Hurst, Edwards. Hurst on the top side of this one. The Jet, Jalen Edwards out there in the 2 and Lightning McGee in the 3. Oh, my God. It's a really good thing I'm not announcing this weekend in Des Moines. Whew, already lost my voice on a Friday night. The Demon on the 1, the Jet, and the Lightning. Looks like that's how that one's going to go. That was Moto 17, 11 intermediate. Moto 18, 13 intermediate gear. Jones and the Big Show. Big Show in the center. Working it right now, the man in black. Big Show hanging on to the 1. Looks like Jones now mohawking his way into the 2. The red light flashing on Jones' visor. I don't know if that's a shift light or what that is. Gare going to hang down in the 3 spot out of Moto 18 as the Big Show takes it in for the win. 15 intermediate. 15 intermediate puts Cameron Goro in a really odd position as he's racing out there with 2 fast girls. Natasha B on the 1. Oh, it looks like Baby Metal might have rolled a pedal. Goro just realized he didn't want to get beat by a girl. Hot money's on Natasha B. Doing it for Team Iowa. Goro trying to find a way around her. She can use that whole track. She's been doing this for a day or 2. Liberty Rider, Baby Metal, getting back on the gas. She's going to finish that one out. Looks like Natasha B going to take the win. Moto 2020, Whitmarsh, Johnson, Handley. Corey the Explorer moves up on the Hurricane coming out of turn 1, and then the Hurricane lays a couple down. Jaybird, she's working it back there in the 3 spot, trying to get up into the mix. They're going to be the Hurricane, Hannah Whitmarsh, Corey the Explorer, and the Jaybird. Looks like Whitmarsh got the 1 wrapped up, racing for 2 and 3 right now as here comes the Jaybird working Corey the Explorer. Going to take her to the line. Who's got the pedal at the line? Nope. Not calling that one. Dimmer, Ash, Demink, and the Nuge. Dimmer topside ride. Vinny Meatball's trying to get in there, working it out of the 2 spot. Chandler, Ash. And the Nuge working the 4 spot. Dimmer getting some heat out of Demink. Team Iowa rider, Vinny Meatballs. Chasing Double D into that last straightaway. Looks like Double D starting to stretch it out a little bit more now. He's got the 1. Demink on the 2. 12X coming at you. Scrowther, Johnson, Ashby, Helke. Fast class right here. Double A topside ride. Helke settles into the 2 spot. The Crip Plate ride. Standard ride. Scrowther hanging on to the 3. And standard Green Tree ride. Beef Johnson on the 4. Still going to be Double A on the 1. Helke looking really smooth. Double A's got the lead right now. Here comes Helke working it. Double A's going to hang on to the 1. Helke on the 2. 16X, Miller, Hanson, Handley. Another fast class. Moto number is 23 out of 26. Almost done with round 1. Ooh, got a mess going on up there in turn number 1. Corbin Miller, I don't know how he got around those guys. Handley hanging on to the 2. Hanson on the 3. Miller looking fast and smooth. Down that last straight. Hanson catching up to Handley now. 17X going to be Schneider, Bailey, Eddie. Bailey topside ride right now. Okay, and Schneider. Ooh, Schneider getting a little crookedy coming into that jump. Nose bonking his way. I don't know what happened. Somewhere along the line, Schneider lost his smooth. Did you lose your mojo, baby? Bailey going to take that one in for the win. Schneider and Mason Eddie on your 3. Almost done with round 1. 26-35 expert class. The middleman, Arionyx, and Coach Jill. Coach Jill on the 1 right now. Metalman hanging on to the 2. And Arionyx on the 3. Moto number's 25. Coach Jill going to take that one in for the win. Metalman on the 2. Arionyx on the 3. Got a bike swap going on here for Moto 26, Culver Burke and Captain Chaos. Hey, you just want to start? That way I don't slow them down. You just do like 1 through on, and then I'll jump on. Yeah.
Call Striders in.
All right, balance bikes, you're on deck if you want to start making your way out to that last straight as we get the last moto of round 1. You guys sharing a helmet too?
What else is there?
Gate goes down, last moto, round 1. Captain Chaos on the inside. Burke and Culver on your 2 and your 3. Ooh, yes, the wind has died down tremendously. Good night to be a place kicker. Yeah. Schneider didn't lose his mojo, but he lost his visor. Burke going to hang on to the 2 spot, doing a strange motion kicker standard. Burke working it to the line. Schneider looks over the wrong shoulder. I don't know what just happened there. I can't call that one. Balance bikes, you are wanted out on that last straight unless you guys want to just, keep sipping the hot cocoa and chasing the marshmallows around the bottom of the cup. So we're going to get balance bikes ready to go. And Deacon Reeves, your first moto of the night, is getting ready to load. You don't have to call me mister. You can call me Shane. What's up, buddy? Was that you that broke your handlebars earlier? You were right behind me in that practice lap when you broke those bars. Yeah, I was there too. All right, balance bike's getting ready. Go get them out there in just a minute. I was talking to Cody the other night.
I was right in front of you, and it happened to my boss.
Looking for Powell, Cooper, and the Wild Child. Do we have them? No, we got one running in. I don't know who that is. Could be Powell. I don't know. Moto 1, Powell, Cooper, and the Wild Child. All right, we got 3. Is Moto 1 complete? We're ready? Ready, set, go. All right. It could be the Wild Child. Wild Child right there. Second place ride, I'm going to call it Cooper, I think. Wild Child up front. Cooper, and I think our third place ride was Lily Powell, I think. Patrick McGee, they're calling for you in staging. All right, final moto, balance bikes. Cooper, Duncan, and Cooper. It seems like the Coopers are taking over the balance bikes. All right, ready, set, go. Okay, that was a delayed start. But seems, I think George is up front right now. No, Georgia in the 3. That means Cooper. Josie up front, Emmett in the 2. Cooper, Duncan. Josie taking it in. Emmett in the 2. Georgia. Duncan in that 3 spot. Working her way to the line. Solid pit crew. All those balance bikers. Moto 1 or Moto 3 in the gate. Here we go. Reeves hole shot. Frazier in there. Looks like Naples in the 2. That is the Nuge. Bringing Florida BMX to the Quad Cities every summer for 3 to 5 months. And then he goes back to Florida. Reeves up front, the Nuge. Frazier, Sophie McBroom working. Frazier holding that 3 down. This moto number is 3. Up front, Reeves. Reeves, the Nuge, Frazier, and McBroom. Moto 2, this is going to be like the 13 to 17 open. Hanley leading it right now. Ashby in the 2 spot. Third place ride is Mara. McGee in there. Oh, here comes Miller. It's Miller time. Miller launching it all. Miller's probably going to win this thing. Ashby off the track. Hanley sticks him in the mud. That's how they're going. We got a Sophie McBroom in every other moto tonight. She is back in 8 to 14-year-old ladies cruiser. Eight to 13-year-old. Cruiser Jaybird up front. Handling in the 2. The Demon up high in that turn. McBroom in the 4. See if the Demon's got some. She starts to hit the afterburners now. She sets her sights on the Jaybird. Can Jaybird hold her off? Demon right now. Working that last turn. Jaybird, the Demon. Jaybird holding on, doing it for Green Tree. Hearst Plumbing in that 2 spot. 6 on the track. More ladies cruiser, Natasha B. Miley O'Malley in that 2 spot. 3rd place ride is the Bulldozer. Ari Onyx in the 4. Last turn, Natasha B. Taking it home, O'Malley. Three guys in cruise are going to be Vinny DeMink and Bone Shaker. Into that first turn, Dex Ike. Running a little out of class today. I mean, he's 6. These other guys are 10. Slightly outnumbered by about 4 years. Bone Shaker up front. DeMink in the 2. Single file last turn. Looking like that's how it's going. Nice moto cruiser here. Griffin Beef Johnson, Justin the Shockwave Scrouther. Dax, the Stinger Helke, leading it right now. Helke on top of this moto. Nice jumping out of Helke. Generally doesn't like the cruiser that much, I think. Tonight he's on fire. Scrouther in that 2. Johnson airing it out in the 3 spot. A lot of these guys heading to the Iowa State Championship this weekend. You guys know what to do when you get there. Total domination out of East Moline locals. That's what we want to see. One up front. Burwell for 2. 3rd place ride. That is O'Malley and Burke. Voisin in the 5er. Woolwind. Burke takes over the 2. 5 and under. Duncan, you better get out there. The wind has died down. Stiefel up front. Stiefel's nickname could be the Looker. 2nd place ride right now, Deegan. Duncan makes it over the jumps. Sawyer in there too. These guys are riding. Sawyer's first actual race on the big bike. Duncan's first race on the Elf, that's for sure. He has unlocked the Elf. And if you know Brad Holbert, that bike originally came from Brad Holbert in the early 90s. Duncan in that 2 spot. Stiefel's gone. Duncan for 2. Sawyer Frazier in that 3 spot. These guys are still racing for the 2-3. Duncan making it happen. Frazier for 2 on the track right now. Hacker Hacker working it. Thompson, Frazier, and Descamps. Hacker up front. Taking care of business. Second place ride. Remington Thompson. Ryland the Demon Hurst to staging. If she missed her moto with her mom as a backstager, I don't even know how much trouble John would be in for that. It would be a lot. Van Zuden on the track. Zimmerman in the 2. Frazier. And brand new rider, Everly Carmichael. She has started BMX tonight. I think I heard her say something like she thought it looked fun or something like that, and now she's an actual BMX racer. Up front, this could be the birthday boy, Peyton Gross. We call him Nitro. He just won the last round, which I think is his first moto win, career win ever, and he's working on number 2. He's got a birthday tomorrow, so he's going to be heading into the next age bracket, so I think he's trying to get some of these wins out of the way. Second place ride of Thompson, TT in the 3. T2. Tavin True. Gross going to grab another moto win. He's working on a perfect tonight. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Don't jinx him.
Me? Jinx him?
Carmichael Shady Mara. Looks like Carmichael on the 1 again. Mara on the 3. You're going to put Shady on the 2. This is 15-year-old novice. Moto number is 14. About halfway through round 2. As Kepler Carmichael out of Long Grove, Iowa, makes that one happen. Edwards, Ike, and Beck. PJ topside ride. It'll be Beck in there on the 2, Camry Ike on the 3. PJ starting to check out of this one. Kind of jumping a little bit out there, too. He's got the pull. PJ going to take that one down and around, in and out of turn number 3 and down that last straightaway for the win. 8-year-old intermediate. Ike Zimmerman, Demink McBroom, Reeves Jones. That is a mess of BMX. Hole shot. Demink. Topside ride, Demink. The outlaw on the 3, or on the 2, on the 3, you're going to find the boss, Dex Ike, and then Demink. Oh, hang on, Kenny, if you can. Nope. Right back up. Right back up like it never happened. It's like Serve Pro was right there, just like it never happened. Demink going to take that one in for the win. Jones on the 2 11-year-old intermediates. The Jet, the Demon, and the Lightning. That's a storm brewing right there. Lightning, Jet, and Demon. Hole shot going to the Demon, Ryland Hurst. She was in danger of missing her moto. The Jet in there on the 2. Been a while since we've seen the Jet out here at East Moline BMX Speedway. Good to see you. And the Lightning, Patrick McGee. Moto 18, Joan Shekels gear. Oh, Shekels. Sounds like he came unclipped. I heard a big click going on down that first straightaway. He was trying to find a pedal. Now he's trying to find some room around Jones and gear. Oh, 3 wide. Shekels back on the gas. Gear on the outside, Jones on the inside. Jones hangs on to the 2. Gear trying to find a way in as Shekel starts to check out the big show. Heading down that last straightaway. Looks like he's going to take that one in. Jones and Gear on your 2 and your 3. 15 intermediate, Goro, O'Malley, and Natasha B. Natasha B on the 1, Team Iowa rider. Goro in there on the 2. Baby Metal hanging on to that 3 spot. Natasha B making it look easy out there. Goro trying to find a way around her. Can't pass on the outside, Cole. Goro's trying to make it happen. He's trying to make a move a little earlier than he did on the last race. Natasha B. I think she's got this one as she goes in for the win. Goro working it to the line, though. 14 Girls X, Whitmarsh, Johnson, Handley. Whitmarsh with the whole shot. Johnson in there on the 2. Corey the Explorer on the 3. Dirt Addiction rider, Hannah the Hurricane Whitmarsh taking it in for the win. The Jaybird, Standard Green Tree ride, and Cora the Explorer. Rounding that out, 10X, Dimmer, Ash, Demink, and the Nuge. Oh, we got a race going on right now. Topside ride, going to be Double D, the Bone Shaker, Dimmer. Demink trying to find a way in. That's Vinny Meatballs, Chandler Ash, and the Nuge. Nuge broke his cruiser bars tonight in practice. Folding them right in half. All power right there. Double D, Dane Dimmer. Taking that in, Vinny Meatballs. On your 2, 12 experts, Scrowther, Johnson, Ashby, Helke. Ashby coming out of turn 1 on the 1. Helke Crip Plate ride in there on the 2. Scrowther, ooh, somebody scrubbing into turn 2. Somebody was a little scared. Grab some brakes. It's okay to be scared. So we double A, Helke, Scrowther, and Beef Johnson on your 4. Helke now working Ashby down that last straight. He gets closer every time. Miller Hansen, Handley, 16 expert. Miller on the 1. This kid's so fast they gave him 2 number 1s. Kane Hansen got himself a 1. And Handley just passed it. Simi Miller, Handley Hansen into that last straightaway. Moto 24 winding down round 2. Schneider, Bailey, and Eddie. Mason Eddie getting tossed into some fast fellas tonight. Schneider chasing Bailey out of turn number 1. Gate 8 Sexton Ford ride of Caden Bailey hanging on to the 1. Schneider trying to chase him down. Mason Eddie out there hanging on the 3 spot. Looks like that's how that one's going to go. Moto 25 locked and loaded. O'Malley, and O'Ari. Coach Jill on the 1. Metal Man hanging on to the 2. Arionyx on the 3. Liberty Riders out front right now. The O'Malleys. Coach Jill got the win coming out of turn number 3. I think she's going to take that in. The Metal Man and Arionyx on your 2 and your 3. Culver Burke and Captain Chaos. Gate goes down 3 wide to the stripe. Captain Chaos on the inside now. You know it's chilly when Schneider's got long sleeves and long pants on. Uh-oh, dog fight. It's always the little dogs that cause the trouble. Schneider gonna hang on to the 1. Burke, Culver 2 and 3. And that is round 2 here on a Fast Pants Friday night. Guys, give Scotty a chance to catch his breath. I'm sure he'll be down to fire up. Foot down here in a minute. I feel terrible. I was just reminded that I forgot to play the Friday song, so we're going to get that going here. And I won't talk about going to see Todd Rundgren in concert twice in 6 weeks. But I don't know what else to talk about while I'm scrolling through my iPod here. All right, there it is, the Friday song. I love the fact that like a 10-year-old kid asked me about the Friday song. That song's like 50 years old. All right, this is a great song, and I usually don't talk over great songs, but I will give up a Reese's peanut butter cup from my personal stash to the first kid that can tell me who's playing bass on this particular recording of this Johnny Cash song. I said kid. All right, I guess no guesses on the bass player there. Here's one for Stu. Holy cow. Doesn't this girl play any happy songs?
Shane just junior high'd us.
It's like a junior high school dance. All right, here's one Paul will dig.
Sir. All right. Shane, is there anybody out there that could tell us who's singing this song right here? Other than you? I'll buy them a pickle juice if they can figure out who is singing this song before the second verse starts. Oh, no, this song right here. All right, clear the track, riders. Balance bikers, head to the last turn. That game of foot down was one of the longest in the history of foot down. Sarah called it. She's like, this is long. Balance bikes are heading to the last turn. Nobody answered the question, Shane, because it was a bass player question. And nobody's going to get that right except you. In the entire...
No, this song. Oh, who's singing this song?
And he is the bass player, by the way.
The bass player singer. Very talented.
Clear the track, riders. Balance bikers, get ready. I think Hacker is trying to... Hacker's got VHTs trying to get on the tires so he sticks better. That kid'll meet you at 1 o'clock in the morning at Hy-Vee and race you in the parking lot. He doesn't care. Shane, you got him or I got him? Powell, Cooper, and Hacker, are they present? Everybody there. Present and accounted for. Here they come. 3, 2, 1, go! Main event's just started. Hacker, your job in the next week is to be on a regular bike. You've got 7 days to figure it out next Friday night. Second place ride, I think. That's Cooper. Powell, I think, in the 3. I think I called it right. Hacker's got his trophies gone. Yeah, that kid can get back to the car before the next moto even comes down the gate. On the jump in the last turn. Cooper, and Duncan. Ready, set, go. They're gone. Emmett, Cooper, hole shot. Emmett, can he hang on? Josie in the 2. Emmett, get going. You got a shot at the title. Emmett Cooper, here she comes. Josie working the 2 spot. Georgia Duncan in the 3. Duncan questioning her pit crew right now. Wait a second. Josie, you got to go across the finish line. Georgia Duncan sneaking in for the 2. Cooper, what are you doing? Georgia Duncan grabbing that elusive 2 spot. Josie has still not crossed the finish line yet. There it is. That race is finally over. All right. I'm saying Moto 3 is ready to go. Here we go. Main events. The Nuge, Reeves, Frazier, McBroom. It's on. And they're off. It was. Into the first turn, Reeves. Danger Deacon basically swapped his frame out 2 nights ago, and now he's like a different kid, which is hard to believe. Nuge in the 2. Yeah, Reeves looks like Demink right now. Frazier in there. McBroom. Four's your moto, Handley hole shot. I think Handley's going to Des Moines. Most of these Iowa riders are headed to Des Moines tomorrow and Sunday. Once again, I would like to direct you to in front of your moto and first at the finish line at all of those races. Maybe we can win the track versus track in Des Moines. That'd be cool. Mara in the 2 spot. Miller in there. McGee and Ashby. McBroom makes it up to the gate with about a 50-second break. Miller time at the line. All right, on the track. Handley, good start. Basically, into the first turn, it's going to be Green Tree Brewery ahead of Hearst Plumbing. Handley in that 3 spot, McBroom in the 4. The Jaybird and the Demon representing Green Tree Brewery and Hearst Plumbing. Demon trying to work some magic. Jaybird trying to disappear. It worked. That's how they're going. Natasha B up front. More Ladies Cruiser coming your way. Natasha B. She makes it at the buzzer here. She rolled in at 7 o'clock. O'Malley in the 2 spot. Bulldozer in. Ari Onyx in that 4 spot. Natasha B checking out. Race for 2, Bulldozer looking for the 2 spot. O'Malley going to hold on. Guys Cruiser in the first turn, 7-10. Ike, Demink, and the Bone Shaker. So far, Demink up front. Shout out to Lindsay Demink, who took over the Snack Shack duty along with a lot of other helpers in there tonight. Vinny on top of this moto, Bone Shaker for 2. Ike in the 3. Who's going to take it? Here comes the Bone Shaker. Vinny trying to hang on. Good race to the line. Both of them slingshotting that finish. That might have went to the Bone Shaker. Moto 8, Scrouther, the Stinger, Johnson. Helke up front. Nice boost. Triple boost out of Helke. Very nice. Is he going for 4? Yeah, nope. Yeah. Okay, he's on fire tonight. Jumping them all. Shockwave and Johnson. Cruiser riders right now. Woolman been dominating this group. And rightfully so. He's only 15. And the rest of these guys are 42 and over. Burke on his tail. O'Malley. Burwell, nice manual pull there. Voisin. Gay popping on 5 and under Navi's. Stifle. The Looker. Great race for second. Deegan Duncan. Sawyer Frazier. The elf lives again. That bike hasn't been on the road. I think it's 27 years that bike's seen an actual BMX race. Stifle up front. Duncan in the 2. Sawyer Frazier in the 3. Stifel's gone. He's checking out. He's out of here. Duncan in the 2 spot. Rocking that ancient elf. Sawyer Frazier is about to get his first real trophy ever in BMX tonight. PJ Edwards into staging. Frazier bringing it into the 3 spot. Up front, Hacker. Remington, Thompson, third place ride is Frazier. Descamps in the 4. Hacker, a likely candidate for that intermediate class coming up. I think he's racking them up. Steele. Or Thompson. Frazier and Descamps up front right now. Van Zuden, Zimmerman, Frazier. And the new ride of Everly, Carmichael. Van Zuden holding down the fort. Zimmerman right there, keeping him honest. Gonna be Van Zuden taking it in on the track right now. The upcoming birthday boy, Nitro up front. He is trying to get, I think, his first ever legit BMX win. And he is about at the 50-yard line right now. Peyton G up front. Nitro in the house. He's got Thompson on him and the double T. Tavin True. Peyton about to have a birthday tomorrow, so he will be leaving the 11 novice class and moving up to the 12s. And it is looking like he is going to make it happen. Nice work to the Nitro ride. Happy birthday. Thompson in the 2. Tavin True in the 3. 14 on the track. Could be. Carmichael up front. Mara in that 3 spot. Slim Shady in the 2.
All right, Moto 15 out of the gate in the straight. Going to be PJ on the 1, Ike and Ince in your 2 and your 3. Maybe not necessarily in that order now. I guess it is in that order now. Camry Ike on the 2. Back there in the 3. PJ still on the 1. Case and Gear looking for you in staging as Moto 16 hits the first straight and PJ crosses the line in the 1. That is a mess of BMX right there. Topside ride, Demink. Demink, the outlaw on the 2, the other Demink on the 3. This is 8-year-old intermediate. Zimmerman, McBroom out there. Oh, no, that's Reeves. See, I told you he looked like a Demink. Man, I just totally flubbed that one. Whole shot out of Moto 17. Main Moto number 17, 11-year-old intermediate is your class. The Demon on the top side of this one. The Jet, all dressed in black. He like disappeared in that turn up there for a second. The Jet, Jalen Edwards on your 2. McGee on the 3. Hurst checking out of this one. She must be chilly. Hey, she's already winning. Mom says go faster. Jones, the Big Show, and Case and Gear and Show out there on your 2 and your 3. Gage Jones on the 1. Still got that shift light going on underneath his visor. I forgot to ask him what that was.
Tickets here?
Thanks, sir. Big Show making his move into turn number 3. Jones up into the turkey nest a little bit as the Big Show makes the pass. Jones trying to keep him honest out there. Going to make him work for it all the way to the line, fellas. Nice racing. Natasha B. and Goro out of Moto 19. Goro having some trouble with the clippy clips. Natasha B. on the top side of this one, always coming down from Cedar Rapids to race with us on a Friday night. That must be a heck of a drive that Mike makes. I might go out on a limb and say Mike might be going over the speed limit just a little bit to get here. not gonna say it out loud. Natasha B. gonna hang on. Goro on the 2. Baby Metal checking out of that one early. 14 Girls X, the Hurricane, the Jaybird, and the Explorer. Single filing out of turn number 1. Going to be Whitmarsh on the 1. Doing it for Dirt Addiction. Now coming up on the outside. Going to be the Jaybird. Cora the Explorer. Oh, man, she could have pushed her up there so high. That was very polite. Jaybird finds the 2. Cora the Explorer shuffled back into the 3 spot. Whitmarsh going to make this a perfect on the evening as she takes the win in Moto 20, winding them down for the evening. 10 extra class, Double D, Chandler Ash, Vinny Meatballs, and the Nuge. Man, Vinny Meatballs laying them down coming out of turn number 1, but the Bone Shaker out front showing you why he gets to run that GC1. Chandler Ash sitting in the 3 spot, the Nuge hanging on to the 4, doing it all the way from Naples, Florida. Wow. Paul, did you catch that?
No.
The gate went down, and I heard, holy crap. I don't know what happened, but somebody wasn't.
Holy crap.
Oh, holy crap. Helke on the 1, Double A trying to chase him down. Let's see if Helke can hold him off.
Helke popped a 1 foot on that.
Did he really? In main Moto 22. Helke doing it for crit plate. He's got a half a turn and a straight to hold off Double A. Yup, Double A just shut her down. Yep. It was too hot in the kitchen. Moto 23, 16 expert Miller Hansen and Handley. Miller coming out. Handley giving him a run for his money right there, though. And Kane Hansen. Hansen now working the inside. Handley carrying the speed. You know, these guys are goofing around a little bit in motos, but for main events, they're laying them down. Miller. Looks like he's going to hold off Handley down that last straightaway and take the win. 1720X. Caden Mason. Whole shot going to Bailey. Schneider keeping him honest coming out of turn number 1, though. Bailey starting to check out now, looking fast and smooth. Whoo, doggy. Schneider holding on to the 2. Mason, the Bulldozer. Eddie sporting her Bulldozer jersey tonight. Getting tossed in with a couple of fast fellas in Main Moto 24. Main Moto 25, the Metal Man, the coach, and Arionyx. Coach Jill on the inside. Metal Man up into the 2 spot. Arionyx was shopping the inside underneath the elbow of the Metal Man, but could not get around said elbow. Coach Jill looks like she's got a handle on this one already coming out of turn number 2. O'Malley's out there doing it for Liberty BMX. Arionyx on the 3 doing it out of Platteville, Wisconsin. Should we start asking Ari to bring us some spotted cow every Friday night, Kenny? I should just woo-wooed it.
Across state line dealer.
Yeah. Isn't that what they did in Smokey and the Bandit, smuggling beer?
That was clam chowder.
I don't know. It was clam chowder. Oh, look at this. Look at this bug.
When they got the red convertible.
Look at how weird this bug is. All right, we're looking at the weird moths up here on the flight deck as Captain Chaos rails turn number 1. The air show, the hair show, Scotty Culver. Oh, there it is. Nice boost. The wind died down. Scotty can jump. Burke hanging on to the 3 spot. Culver, he's like a, what do they call that? Like Paul Bunyan, an urban legend. 25 years from now, these kids will be older, and they'll say, I remember Scotty Culver. And do you remember that guy? Guy was rad. Oh.
Winning 50-50 ticket right now. Don't forget, everybody, if you go to Iowa this weekend, please dominate those classes. We're racing next Friday night, but the 50-50 winning ticket is 0010 60. 0010 60. Kenny didn't win that one. Sarah never wins, so I don't even really check her tickets. Sarah, you weren't that far off. You're only 126 off. 001060. And if we could get some people to not leave before we tarp the track, help us tarp the track, that would be wonderful. We won't be back till Tuesday. And tarping the track will ensure that we are back with no issues. I got a 50-50 guy coming up to me. He seems happy. But so did Kurt Johnson that one time. He seemed happy too. I'm not gonna rub that in or anything. 1060. We got a guy here. Who was your It's official. We got a winner. Oh, shoot. And we hope to see you guys next Friday night. We got a lot more BMX cool stuff coming up in October. We'll do a 4-race series on Sundays. Second Sunday in October is... Thanks, man. Second Sunday in October is the car show. And if you think your really expensive, super fancy car is going to win it, that might not be the case. All right, there's some ringers out there. Here's the deal. We figured out a lot of BMX riders, a lot of BMX people out here have really cool cars. So we're doing a car show and a vendor exhibit. More on that later, but it's going to be pretty cool. Second Sunday in October. If you think you have a cool car, then you should bring it. Chick. Tarpon crew, thank you.